Thank you so much. That was amazing. All right. Good morning, everybody. How is everyone? Let me see who all is here. I see a lot of faces. I'm going to just move to the gallery view and see. All right. Can we have some energy? Hello, everyone. Let's do this. Let's have some energy, guys. I know you've been sitting for a long time. You want to get up, just move around, do something. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Let me see. Let me just scroll through the screens and see who all is here. Hello, everyone. I see BI Club Champion. Hello, Bhuvneshwar. How is everybody over there? All right. Let us see who else is here. Let's see. I'm going to just scroll. Hmm. I see Hyderabad. How is Bhopal? Team Rasika Bhopal. How is it going, guys? Mumbai team. How is everyone over there? Yes. Beautiful. Who else do I see here? Team Spartans. All right. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Where is Delhi? Dubai. Okay. Excellent. Calcutta. Absolutely there. Bangalore. Beautiful. Ahmedabad. Bhutan is there. Absolutely. Great. Wow. So we have the entire globe here, which is very nice. Vietnam. I didn't see Vietnam. Vietnam. How is everyone in Vietnam? Okay, great. Superb. So how has it been the last 1.5 days? Amazing, right? Amazing learning. Some of the best speakers have come. They've spoken to you about prospecting, about edification. I think I heard the prospecting module yesterday of Farhana, and I was like, wow, I'm getting some more ideas as to how do I go and prospect more people. Today's edification module by Priyanka, outstanding. It's very important for us to know exactly how to behave. Why is it important? Right? Superb. So what are we going to talk next? What do you think we're going to talk next? I know how some of you must be like, can I open the chat window and just write what I want to? We know exactly. How many of you think we know what we're going to talk next? Right? Okay, some of you prompting, closing, huh? All right. Absolutely. So without wasting any time, I'll tell you what I'm going to talk to you guys today. I'm going to talk to you guys about closing now. I think it is one of the most important yet one of the most misunderstood part of our business, right? Because in our head, when we think about closing, we actually start thinking about objection handling, correct? How many of you agree? Then in your head, closing is equal to objection handling, or closing is equal to convince others about how good this business is. Happens? So this is what we have in mind. So most of the people think that closing is actually about convincing others. Okay. So today we're gonna burst some myths around closing. Today we're gonna understand a bit about closing. Okay. So what are we going to do? See, understand, closing, it is actually not about convincing people that how good our business is or all the good parts of our business, or it is not about just objection handling. You give me an answer, I'll give you a rebuttal. That is a part of it. Okay. Closing actually is about helping someone make a decision. Okay. It is about helping somebody to take a decision, either ways, a yes or a no. Okay. That is what you have to help the person with. Because a lot of time people sit and they don't realize what should I be doing. And there are a lot of things going on at the back of their hand. Just the way you have lots of thoughts going when you have to pick up the phone and do those info calls. Remember yesterday, Farhana spoke about it. There are a lot of things that go in our head. Judgment, this, that, this thought, that thought. Similarly, a prospect has a lot of thoughts going on in their head when they have to take a decision. All right. So this is where you come into picture. You have to help someone to make a decision. It is all about transferring a belief. And in your case, as an IR, it was all about the posture. It is about clarity. And to an extent, it's all about leadership. Okay. See what happens with a lot of people, when I talk about prospects primarily. So they come and they see the plan, they understand everything, they see all the whatever stage of plan, be it the first meeting or the goal meeting or the onboarding meeting, whatever. It's very difficult for them to take the first step. They're afraid to take the first step. Not because they don't have goals, not because they don't have dreams, not because they don't want to actually go ahead and fulfill whatever they want to. Of course, that's the reason they came to see the concept, right? Otherwise, why would anybody come and see the concept? You had dreams, that's why you came to see the concept. Correct? But the problem is that as a prospect, understand the psyche of the prospect. The prospect is afraid to take that first step because one, it is very new to them. Second, understand they are only focusing on the challenges, not on their goals. They're only looking in their head on a repeat mode. What is happening is that they are only focusing on the obstacles instead of the destination that they want to reach. Right? And the same thing happened to you as well. Let's face it. When you started, you first focus on what if I don't pass? What if I'm not able to do this well? What if I'm not able to get the kind of people that are required? What if people don't have money? I don't know if I have money. What if they don't have money? So these were the thoughts that were going on in your head also. And somewhere you just decided to put those thoughts aside and say, okay, fine, let's just do it. But somebody helped you do it. Your referrer helped you, or probably the presenter helped you, clarified all those thoughts. Otherwise, actually go back into your journey and see you also had the list of questions. Probably you still have them, right? So in our business, when the growth happens when you shift your focus, okay, from fear to purpose. What are you doing? You're also trying to shift your entire focus. Why are you sitting here from last 2 days? Because you're trying to shift your entire focus from fear to purpose, right? See, money is important. I know you must be thinking that, I'm here for money. Yes, absolutely. Money is very important. It is, if I have to put it like this, money is simply a tool that will help you buy back a lot of your time, okay? That will give you that control of your life that, I know that if I have a lot of money, I'll be able to spend time with my family. I'll be able to spend the time that I'm not able to spend anywhere else. I'll be able to go buy things that I've never been able to buy. Absolutely. But trust me, this business is not just about money or about making money. This business is actually about helping somebody come closer to making money, helping someone come closer to freedom. Okay. So every single time you help someone get started in a business, every single time you close a person, every single time you do that, every single time you get a sign up, you are not the one making money. Understand this. And this is a shift that I need you guys to bring in today. You are not the one who's making money. You are not just creating a volume for yourself. You are actually helping somebody move closer to their dreams. You are actually helping someone move closer to freedom. And that is what closing truly means. You understand? It is not about just getting a sign up. So today, let's understand closing properly. Let's begin with a lot of clarity on closing. Okay. We actually feel that closing starts. We do prospecting. We know that's why I asked this question that, okay, so what are we going to talk next? And all of you started saying, or you started gesturing, closing, closing, closing. Why? Why did you feel that it is the next thing to do? Because we have done prospecting, right? We have done Y network marketing, we did YQNet, we did prospecting, we've done edification. So the next thing now is closing. Because in our head, edification, what happens after edification? Edification done, plan etiquettes and plan has happened. So after plan, we'll do closing. So normal. That's the next best step to do, right? But no. You know when closing starts? Closing has started since yesterday. Closing started since yesterday from the very first session. From the very first session when Shantanu call took the session, that's when your closing started. Even your closing started. So closing is not a single event that happens only at the end of the presentation, that our plan is over, now the closing starts. No. You know when closing starts? It begins with your very first call, from your very first hello. First call. So now let's go back to infos. Okay. When you pick up the phone and you say, hello, how are you, Shashi? And Shashi says, oh, hi, Swetha. That's where closing starts. So Shashi has started doing closing from there on. So the very first hello is where you're closing it. And you must have heard this sentence, you had me at hello. Have you heard this? You had me at hello. A lot of movies have this, a girl falls in love with a boy falls in love with a girl, and the girl says, oh, you know what, you had me at hello. Which was, you closed me, you made me fall in love with you with your very first word, with your hello. The girl doesn't know the boy doesn't know the girl. But why is it love at the first sight? Why does that happen? I'll tell you why. Because your closing does not happen because of what you say. Your closing happens because of your posture. So write this down. Closing has got nothing to do with words. You know what it has got to do? It has got a lot to do with your posture, the way you are, the way you represent yourself, your tone, the way you talk, your voice modulation. Okay, how confident you sound, your tone, and the most important, your belief in this business. That is what is going to influence the prospect's decision. So your posture, your tone, which means your confidence, and your belief in the business. These are the three things which will help you to close a person. It will influence the decision of a prospect. You can get trained. You can go to night associations, get trained on the skill, no matter how much. But if these three things are not in place, you can say the right thing, right? You can say the right thing, but the message that is going to be sent out is going to be very different. Okay? The message that will be sent out will be very different. So when you're prospecting, your invitation, you're qualifying, if these things are done correctly, trust me, closing becomes a formality. It is just a natural next step in the process to close, to get person started on basis of trust and understanding. Very simple. And let me give you a few examples. Okay, let's talk about this a bit. Let me explain you how it will help you. Say, for example, in the info call. Now, how are you making an info call? Let's stick to the IIP learning. Okay, what have we learned in IIP? You say, oh, I am extremely happy. The best days of my life have started. I have started with my own e-commerce business. It is going great, you know, and you say it with excitement. This is what has been taught. Now see how it will work. Now, say, for example, I am calling Shashi. Okay, and I say, hello, hi Shashi, how are you? Shashi says, hi Swetha, long time. How have you been? I say, very well, all well, Shashi, all good, all good. How are you, Shashi? Shashi says, very well. So how's life, Shweta? How are things? How's life? Oh, all okay, Shashi. Everything is great. Everything is very nice. Things are great actually. So are you working? Are you working somewhere, Shweta? Yeah, I am working. I'm in a job. And then Shashi, how it is, how long can I, you knew that I was always looking for something. So I thought that how long will I work? So I've started with something on the side, a little, a small business on the side, like an e-commerce thing. So that's what I'm doing, but I'm very happy now. How are you, Shashi? How are things with you? Okay, so what is Shashi thinking about me now? So if I do my info call like this, what is Shashi thinking? Oh, poor Shweta. So these are the thoughts in his head. Poor Shweta, probably the job was not going well. Maybe she's in need, so maybe she's in some kind of financial crisis, and that's why she had to pick up a business on the side. Maybe she's doing something little on the e-commerce. Maybe she's doing some sale and purchase. Maybe she's selling some pickles and probably some papads on the side, and that is how she's making ends meet. Poor Shweta. That's the thought that you have left Shashi with. Will he partner with you? Shashi is not interested in sending pickles and papads with me. Trust me, right? Because that's what he thinks in his head. Now I call Shashi. Hey, hi Shashi, how are things? Shashi says, oh, brilliant. How have you been? Long time. Yeah, man. I thought let me just get in touch with you. It's been ages. You see the tone, the energy? It's been ages. How have you been? Great, great. But you tell me how you been, Shweta? Oh, fantastic. Life has never been better, yeah. Oh, I didn't tell you this, no? You know what, Shashi? I quit my job. I actually started along with Chandu, started my own e-commerce business, dude. I thought I'll give you this good news. It's going great. It's fantastic. I think life has never been better. Anyways, I thought, how long do I work for somebody else? I might as well just work for myself. So things are superb. Things are great. Anyways, forget me. You tell me, how have you been? Long time. So she says, oh, great. But why? Why did you leave? You were doing so well. Blah, 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 whatever. I say, yeah, I understand all of that. Yeah. But, I felt that if I can put in so many hours for somebody else, I might as well just do it for myself. And honestly, the potential was insane. I thought, why should I be a fool losing this kind of potential? Yeah, 4 5 years of hard work and 3 to 4 crores of net profit. As I might as well just start doing that. Yeah, make that kind of money. You tell me, don't you think you should be doing it if you get this opportunity? Isn't it? If you get an opportunity like this, you would have done it, right? Yeah, that's what I did. I have done it. It's crazy. It's amazing. But anyways, forget business. Yeah, I got in. I thought let me get in touch with because now I have time. I'm my own boss. Now what will Shashi think? He's closed. You know where he's closed? He's closed in his head. You know where what you have closed in him? You have at least somewhere you have given, it's not just you planted a seed of curiosity. You know what has happened? You have helped him give birth to the thought, to the feeling that I also want to be financially free. I also want to be like Swetha. You just became a mirror. All of a sudden, Shashi started looking at you as somebody that who inspires him. You understand? So somewhere he might not tell you, oh Shweta, can you tell me what is there in the business? I also want to do. He might not say this. But when he hangs up, the only thing which is going to stay in his head is like, what has happened to this girl? And he'll pick up the phone and he'll talk to his wife. You know what? Today Shweta called. You know, Shweta used to work with me in Dell. She called. Yeah, she's quit her job. It's crazy. You know, when you sit with your wife or your husband with a cup of tea and you could sit and gossip, oh, you know what? The Pados wala auntie, she called today, you know, she came to ask for dal. Now, you will not discuss gossip on that. Now, you know what we will gossip on? You will gossip on? Do Shweta called. She's quit her job. It's crazy. Why? Because that is what got registered in your mind. So the way you do your info call with posture, with belief, now how will you talk? Why will you talk with this confidence? Because you know that you are experiencing it. You understand? Invitations or qualifying. Say, for example, okay, buddy, I've said, you know, the person says, okay, I want to do, let's set up the plan and everything is all done. Okay, let's set up the plan. Now you're doing edification, okay? Or you're setting the plan etiquettes. Now, how are you doing it? That will help you close, okay? Say you're getting your boss to see the plan. How are you talking? Please understand, you are the boss here. You are the one giving an opportunity to your boss. He or she is no longer your boss. Okay? Or even your subordinate. So don't behave like a boss. Posture and tone and confidence. So you're setting ground rules. So you know what, Norbu? Tomorrow we're going to be meeting at so and so time. Okay? Okay, there are a couple of things I need to tell you, buddy. So let's do the initial one first. Yeah, so Norbu, the thing is tomorrow I'll be getting you to meet Swetha. So she's very good. She's like she's the one who's teaching me everything. And so the fillers is happening. You understand? So you're thinking. Why are you thinking? Because you're scared. Tuck, 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 the fear. Okay? She's so good, you know, she used to work in Dell, and so logic is getting applied here. She used to work in Dell, and then she was in Bank of America, and then she's very good. She has got markets. So you have a sheet and you're reading out of it. So she has markets from in all the countries. He's not interested, right? He doesn't even know what markets in different countries are all about. But you're saying it, you have to read it out. Why? Because you're not speaking from the heart. He says, yeah, okay, okay. So you will come. So come, please come. Now tomorrow when you come, just please make sure that you have a laptop because it's important that you be on the laptop. Come on the laptop and make sure that the light is okay. And let's log in 15 minutes in advance, right? And please get your wife, get Thinley along with you. Okay, get her along with you. Okay. So I'm not sure if you're the wife or not, but okay, for this example, okay, right? So get her along with you. He'll say, no, but why? What's the need? No, no, it's important. The reluctance in the voice. No, but then yeah, I don't think she'll be interested in understanding the whole thing. I think I'll come on my own, I'll understand on my own. No, but it's important to get her actually. No, I'll see. The Nobu hangs up, you pick up the phone and you call your upline. Upline. Nilin, he said he's not getting the wife. What do I do? Nilin, what do I do? Nilin gives you one full paragraph, what to say. You call back, but Nilin, and then it starts. But Nilin, I don't think you know what happens is that I don't think he wants to get the wife long because I know him. He has always taken decisions on his own. All of a sudden, You start justifying it. You know why? Why? Because somewhere there is still a fear. You're not confident. You haven't bought into the idea why it is important to get the spouse along. So what will Nobu come as? Nobu will come like this. Will come like this and he'll sit like this. Yeah, okay. Tell me, Swetha. Tell me what you're going to offer me. And Nobu will interrupt Swetha. So have you closed Norbu? No. Norbu has now come to evaluate the opportunity like this. Yeah, okay, tell me. Yeah, okay. Happens. And we say, "Arey, the plan did not go well. The person had a lot of attitude." No, the person did not have a lot of attitude. It's the way you did it. And then you'll come back and say, "But I did the right qualifying. I did proper edification. I said everything. I said, get laptop, stay in a good Wi-Fi, come 15 minutes before." But this is how you spoke. Why? Because somewhere you are scared. You understand? Now let's do it. Let's change it. Number says, "No, yeah, I can't. Yeah, no. I understand. Understand this." Okay. So it's very, very, very important. Empathy in the voice. But at the same time, so you're on Norbu side. You are on Norbu's side. You're not a business person. You're not an entrepreneur here. You are Norbu's friend. But at the same time, you got to be assertive. That is what posture is all about. Posture does not mean attitude. Posture does not mean arrogance. Posture means being assertive. Posture means giving the logic along with empathy. You combine the two. So you did not go. I totally get it, buddy. But see, understand one thing. Okay? See the change in the voice. But understand one thing, Norbu. See, tomorrow, say everything goes fine. And say you are able to do this business. Say you get a chance to do it. So what have you taken? Take back approach. So you are going to put him in this thing in the zone that, oh, you know what? There's no guarantee. There is no guarantee. So this is how you talk. So tomorrow, say for example, everything goes fine and you do get started. See, no, but where are you going to take out this time from? From your family's time, right? Because this is absolutely new thing. It is in addition to your number of whatever time you're spending, it is in addition to it. So where are you going to take out time from? From your family's time. So don't you think this is the least we expect? Well, this is the least respect that we need to give them? And at least telling them what are we getting into or what are we starting? And secondly, please understand, this is a new opportunity. So tomorrow, they will have questions around what are you doing, where are you spending time in. They might have questions around the concept, about the industry, anything. Don't you think it'll be better if they come and understand it and let them ask, right? Let's really understand it's protocol, yeah, right? And if this is not what we'll be able to do right now, then tell me how will you spend so much time in the business? This is the least we have to do now. So this is what we expect. And then joke around. Say, I am not able to go and buy a toothpaste without my husband. Yeah. He wants to know red toothpaste, blue toothpaste, green toothpaste. Come on, yeah. Right? So let's get her along. Let her ask. Let her understand what you're getting into in case everything goes fine. So what have you done? At a subconscious level, you just closed him. How have you closed him? Because somewhere he feels, okay, this seems to be big. Okay, there are protocols. This is not some by the way kind of a thing. Okay, he's saying that, you know what? You may or may not get into the business. Because in case everything goes fine, you just use the sentence. So somewhere in their head, they're thinking, okay, so it is not easy to get in. There are going to be barriers. That the moment is a psychological fact. The moment a human being, any human, you go and tell them, koi guarantee nahi, there's no guarantee. There is no guarantee for anything. It hits your ego. That, oh, guarantee for me? Really? Let me see what it is. Okay, fine, let me do whatever is required. So somewhere they'll come prepared. You're going to help them come prepared. And they'll come in a submitted zone, in a seeking zone. The moment somebody comes in a seeking zone, they open up. So what do? They themselves clear all the doubts, questions. So the prospect is going to just remove it like this and going to come and sit in front of your presenter and is going to give 100% attention to your presenter. And that's exactly what you want. That is what is the whole purpose of edification. And edification leads to closing. Now imagine if somebody is sitting attentively and listening like this. Okay. So presenter is talking, the person is doing, okay. Okay. Yes, okay. What is happening? Somewhere they're buying into this whole idea that, okay, Somewhere they start seeing themselves in the presenter. Somewhere they start seeing themselves in you. And you're also sitting like this and understanding. But you're sitting with the posture like this. You see, everything is happening in the edification, in the presentation, everything. Body language is helping you close the person. So when Priyanka was saying that, keep your screens off, I'm sorry, you are basically setting up the person for a no. When you are sitting and sipping a cup of coffee in a presentation, you are setting up your person for a no. When you are sitting, you're setting up the person for a no. Do you understand? You are doing it. You don't need anybody else. You don't need the industry. You don't need QNet. You don't need company. You are doing it yourself. In Hindi, we said, "A bal mujhe maar." I don't know how to translate it. Okay. So you don't need anybody else to do it. Are you with me? You see how closing is happening at every level, right? And in our head, what are we thinking? Oh, okay, right now I will sleep. And we're sitting, presentation happening. Huh? And you're like, yeah. Happens? So boring, huh? Presenters, my God, presenters, you got to do something, guys, huh? Wear like a Mickey Mouse cap or some colorful ting 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 ting, some colors on your head or some lights, blinking lights, so that the IR can sit like this and be attentive. Yeah. You're setting your prospect for a no. Are you with me? You see, at every single level, the closing is happening. So everything that you've been taking lightly till now is closing. Because trust me, 99.9% times people do not sign up in this business because of the opportunity, because of numbers. Be honest and tell me and raise of hands. How I wish I could ask you guys to unmute, but the INSEB is going to kill me. Huh? They'll say, Shweta, you come and you ask us to do something or the other ulta sida. So I'm not going to ask them to do it. They hate me for this, okay? So I'm not going to ask you guys to do it. But raise of hands, okay? Tell me how many of you, when you saw the whole concept the very first time, you understood everything. Aryabhatta, you turned into Aryabhatta, you discovered zero, everything done. I think he only discovered, huh? Wrong facts, huh? How many of you turned? Everything, every single number you understood. Be honest, raise of hands. I don't see anybody raising hands, barely one or two people. No, right? But then why did you sign up? Why are you sitting here today? Tell me why? Because of the person. Are you with me? Because of the person who referred you. So you don't sign up in this business because of the concept. You sign up in this business because of the person. Who is the person? You are the person. So they look at you and they decide to sign up. They look at your posture. They look at your confidence. They look at the change in your lifestyle. Everything is closure. So the next time you think of taking that info call lightly because it is a task that has been given to you by your upline, think twice. Think twice. Because that info call is nothing but a closure call. Next time when you're doing an invitation call, right? And you're arguing with your upline, say, it's okay now if he doesn't get do the plan. It's okay, do the plan. It's all right. I know he'll sign up, she'll sign up. They don't need the father. So a lot of people come straight. They applied for divorce, but they're not divorced yet, right? When they will do it, that time we will talk. So get it. So what do your uplines do? They'll say, okay, fine. How much? We'll say, okay, fine. And then they come to see the plan. And they say, oh, I have to ask my father-in-law. I have to ask my father. I have to ask my mother. I have to ask my brother. And so instead, if you would have listened to your upline at the very first go and got the spouse, I'm taking this one as an example, right? Or you pester your uplines. It's okay. First meeting, do it on the phone. It's okay. Do it on the phone. It's all right. It's first meeting only now. Let's do it on the phone. Desperation, you see? So think twice before you do any of this. Because what is happening? So Vietnam, I'm going to teach you a new sentence today. It's called "A bel mujhe maar." A bel mujhe maar. So you're going to go and tell VP Sachin Gupta that we learned 4 new words. A bel mujhe maar. Okay? That is what you're setting up yourself to. With me? Right? So, as I said, if you do your prospecting, your invitation, your qualifying properly, correctly, you have done closing. The person is signed up. They will arrange funds like this. Closing becomes a formality. It is just, as I said, the next step in terms of just getting the person started. But here's another problem. Okay. Most of you never close because you never ask for it. Most of you never close because you never ask for it. You'll sit and wait for the prospect to somehow take the initiative. Right. Absolutely. You've shown the plan, everything done. Upline calls and says, Arey, the person was supposed to arrange funds in 3 days. Did you go and call the person? Did you call? Oh, actually, no, I just got busy with my work today, so I could not call. I'll call tomorrow. Oh, it's just been 3 days that they've seen. Let's not push the prospect. Let's not push the prospect. Correct. The prospect was sitting, say Manoj is a prospect. Manoj, for 40 years of his life, was sitting and waiting for Swetha to call, right? And show this concept because he took birth only for this business so that Swetha can call and show him this concept. So Manoj, the moment the plan gets over, is going to pick up the phone and call Swetha, where are your feet? I want to kiss them. You know why? Because you showed me the most important thing in life. You have shown me, I can't tell you, this is nothing but next to God. No, the prospects are not going to do any of this, guys. They are not going to pick up the phone and they're not going to call you and say, oh, you know what, I'm ready to sign up. Here is my money. Take my entire bank account. Take the property papers also. Take everything. No, they're not going to do any of that. You have to take the initiative. So you can't sit with your hands like this and think, okay, yeah, okay, it's okay. Let's not push. It's okay. I don't like pushing. So a lot of people come and, oh, Ashwita, I just don't like pushing. How are you pushing? You are helping a person to get a yes or a no. Simple, right? You are just taking an initiative to give the person a clarity. If they have doubts, you clarify those doubts. Now, if you're going to sit and you're going to give a lot of time, you know what happens with waiting? More time you give, the resolve becomes weaker because life will happen. You give them 3 days, you give them 5 days, you give them 10 days to think what is happening. For them, a lot of other things will become important because this was just another opportunity that came to them wherein they have not seen money, they have not seen it work, they have not experienced it. It was an absolutely new opportunity. So it is last in their priority list at that particular time, right? And as human beings, we only remember things that we hear the last. Why do you think in BICC also the best session is always the last session? That's the only reason. Because if I ask you guys, I do a quiz. Okay, so now after half an hour, we are going to have a MCQ test of everything that you heard yesterday. Huh? You will say, okay, Swetha, thank you so much. It was lovely seeing you. And the screens are going to get locked off. Understand? So, understand this. You can't give so much time. But if you have shown the concept is fresh in their mind, they already have spoken about, the mindset has been worked upon, it is there in their mind and the thoughts are coming, they've written their goals, they've seen you, they've spoken to the presenter, everything is so fresh. You close it in 48 hours, whether you decide on a pre-OM meeting or an OM, but you close it in 48 hours. You set up a pre-OM meeting. Say they say funds an issue, they set up a pre-OM meeting, make sure that all the questions are clarified. Pre-OM means, before the onboarding meeting, you might have different terminologies for it, but the last meeting, I'm talking about the onboarding meeting. Before that, set up a pre-OM, clarify all the doubts, set it up with the presenter within 48 hours. Help them for arranging funds, help them to clarify doubts, whatever it is, objection handling, all done. Trust me, you do it, you close the person. Do it for a yes or a no. Either ways, at least you're helping them decide. So closing is very simple, guys. It basically means guiding someone to get a clarity. So you're giving a lot of clarity. See, your goal is not to push for a yes. Your goal is to help them reach a firm yes or a firm no. Okay? Both are progress. Both are progress. You know what's the only enemy? The only enemy is the confusion. Confusion in your head, confusion in their head. Because then you are stuck. And the closure is, trust me, not for the prospect. So let's break another myth today. Closure is not for the prospect. Closure is for you. Closure is actually for you. You get a yes, you get a partner. Closure, done, sorted. You get a no, you marry the partner, you marry the prospect. Yes, happens. The moment we get a no, what do we do? Oh, what just happened? I got a rejection. My life is coming to an end now. I don't know what to do. I'm going to go and live probably in Himalayas because I just got a rejection from a friend who is actually not a friend, who is like my neighbor who I knew 20 years ago. In the last 20 years, I had no clue whether the person was dead or alive. But now the person has said no to me, right? So now I'm very, very, very sad. So I need a break. So upline, I won't pick up the phone for a few days now. Upline will keep calling. Hello? Huh? Upline will keep calling. Right? Upline says, Thinle, where are you? Thinle doesn't answer the phone. Thinle sees, oh, Nilin calling. Okay. Oh, Nishtha calling. Okay, okay. I'm very busy. Why? Because rejection. So closing is for you so that you can move on. You don't get stuck. Are you understanding? Because understand, if one person doesn't do it, it is fine. You move on to the next. How many of you had boyfriends and girlfriends? Right? Actually, wrong question. How many of you got dumped by a boyfriend or a girlfriend? Or got rejected by a girl or a boy? With that logic, none of us sitting over here should have got married. None of us sitting over here should have a partner or a companion. Why? Because that one boy who loved me decided to cheat on me and left me. So now I will not marry. Oh my God, seriously? That one girl who I was madly in love with, for whom I could go and, in Hindi say chand se tare tod ke lao, I can get the stars and the moons, decided to marry somebody else. So now, and the children are calling me mama. So now that's it, done. I'm over. Huh? No, you move on. So closing is for you so that you move on to the next person. You're a networker. Put this in your head. You are a networker. You did not start the business for that one person. You started the business. Why? Because you want to become financially free. Not everybody is going to be in your team. Remember this. Not everybody is going to be in your team. Not everybody is going to be in your life. Not everybody is going to agree with what you are doing. If with that logic, if we start working with that logic, then the entire world should be doing just one occupation, should be in just one profession. Everybody should be doing just one thing, right? But no, everybody does different things. Things keep changing, world keeps changing. So people have different demands, people have different needs, people have different likes and dislikes. So don't get stuck, move on, right? You love non-vegetarian food, but somebody else likes vegetarian food. Can you force somebody to eat non-vegetarian food or vice versa? No, we don't. But then there are some people, they say, I want to experiment. I would like to try. They become eggetarian. They start with an egg. Okay, good. So now at least you have a possibility of turning that eggetarian into a muttonarian, chickenarian, whatever arian. There's a possibility, right? But if somebody says, no, I don't want to, I'm okay. This is not my value system. You say, okay, fine, no problem. You go find somebody who likes non-vegetarian food. Simple. But no, you will sit. You will sit and think, no. So you know what is happening? Here also the closing is happening. But the prospect is closing you here. It's the prospect who's closing you with their thoughts, with their actions. And what are you doing? You are reacting. You are giving the prospect exactly what they wanted. They said no, you start saying no to the business. Who is closed here, the prospect or you? They say no, you go in your own, I don't know, I want to use a word, Bhavan, you will not understand, right? English is not my first language, guys. Yeah. I've got most of the examples coming from somewhere else only. But yeah, so you go in your own, I don't know how to say it, but yeah, somebody help me. So you decide not to do anything at all. You sit, you're sulking. Huh? Stop getting closed by the prospect just because they said no. So closure is for you. Remember this. Next most important thing you need to understand is that before you are going to close others, before you want to go and close somebody else, it's very important for you to ask yourself, am I closed? You must be closed yourself. See, if you're not internally convinced about this business, okay, every conversation will reflect that uncertainty. So I need you guys to take a moment and ask yourself a couple of questions today, okay? Have I really, really accepted that I need this business? Is there an acceptance that I need this business? Not the business, not a business, this business. So have I accepted that I need this business? Do I genuinely somewhere believe that this business can transform my life? QNet can transform my life, right? And somewhere when you are prospecting, ask yourself, do you believe that this business can change my prospect's life, his family's life, even rather his next generation's life, right? And trust me, if the answer to any of these questions is uncertainty, I'm not saying no, it's uncertainty. If you're not certain, you're not sure of the answers, it's very important for you to first work on your belief. It's very important for you to work on your belief. A lot of times you come back and say, how come, I'm getting the same issue over and over again. I'm getting the same issue over and over again. Happens. A lot of times you come back and say, you know what? They don't want to get the wife along. They don't want to get the husband along. So you're getting the same issues. They're not arranging funds. Most of the people that are there, they just don't arrange funds. Right? So when you realize that a prospect is repeating the same doubt, it's time for you to understand that it is rarely about them. It is a mirror of your own doubts, your own unspoken doubts. These are the doubts that are in your head, and they're actually getting transferred into your. So next time when you sit with your upline and say, oh, you know what? Again, the same issue. Think, do you have the same issue? I'll give you an example. There was this one person, she called me the other day and said, Swetha, uh, you know what? Why do we have to make this goals after goal meeting? Why is there a need for making goals? Why do we need to make goals? I said, okay, but why is this question? She said, because somewhere even I'm not convinced that there is a need to make all these goals. Somewhere I myself am not, I'm talking about IR. So, I myself am not convinced that I need to make these goals. I think they're not important. They don't help. There's no value addition. I know what was happening. Most of her people, they were delaying sending goals. Most of her people, they would make goals just for the heck of it. Why do you think that was happening? Because you know what? People sense conviction. You think the prospects are sitting, they will not understand. You will keep, you'll put some nice, as Priyanka said, put nice makeup and wear nice clothes and sit in front of them like this. And you think they cannot sense it? They can sense everything. Could you not sense it? Right? Your children, they'll come in front of you and they've done something naughty or they've done something. You will sense it from the way they walk, from their expression that something has gone wrong, isn't it? Without them even saying anything. That's exactly how the prospects know you. So don't think your prospects are fool. Now that's the biggest mistake that you make. You think our prospects are fool. They will not understand anything. No, just the way we look at our children and we think, oh, what will they understand? And they're just children, trust me. You're in for a surprise. They know everything more than you do. Same is the case with the prospect. So they sense conviction, they sense hesitation even before you speak, in your body language, in your expressions, the way you are handling their answers. Right? So when she said this, I asked a very simple question. I said, then how do you handle these questions? When your prospect says, why do I need to make this goal sheet? What is required? Why is it important? I said, how do you handle it? She said, I tell them it is protocol, it is important, it is for the next meeting to happen, it is something that you have to do. Without this, the next meeting will not happen. So I tell them to go ahead and do it, and it is important and all. Do you think it is a convincing answer? Do you think the person will be close, the prospect will be close with this answer? versus if you believed why goals are important. You see, at every step, it is the belief that works. If you believe why those goals are important, why the dream list is important, somebody will they come and say, I strongly believe in two things in this business. I believe in goals, the dream list, and I believe in hot zones. Why do I believe in hot zones? Because I myself am one. From an absolute negative to probably an obsessed person of this business, I have seen the change in myself. So do I believe in hot zones? Yes, I do. So if somebody comes and sits in front of them, they will get up only after signing up the hot zone. So you have to take it. So you decide. In case your upline is sending them to me, please think that they're getting you to sign up your hot zones. So you can decide whether you want to come and meet me or not. Okay? No, I'm just kidding. Right? So I believe in it. I believe in dream list. I can take a session on how it actually freaking works. I have so many such examples. And before I even achieved something in the business, I'm talking about from those days. It just freaking works. Right? Even when I had not started making even a single check, I believed in dream list. I believe in the power of manifestation. It just works. I believed in it. So if it comes to me, if somebody comes and talks to me about this, how will I talk? How will you talk? I say, you know what? Again, empathy. Again, empathy. There's one specific thing from information, from info call to the last objection handling. There are two things that you have to keep in mind. One is empathy. You're always on the side of the prospect. You're always in their team. But never forget you're an entrepreneur. Be assertive. Okay. Number two, feel, felt, found. That is one tool that you use in every single thing. Info, invitation, everything. Feel, felt, found. You'll be able to use feel, felt, found effectively only when you have a strong belief in the business. Otherwise, no, you will not be able to. This thought, this tool itself is going to be of absolutely no use to you. So how do I handle this? I would say, you know what? Business or no business. So Deepa says, I don't want to make this goal list. So if I was at my downline place, this is how I would have spoken. I was saying, you know what, Deepa, business or no business, trust me, do this exercise. Trust me, do this exercise because it is so powerful. It is scientifically backed. It is one of the best things that you can ever do. I did it myself. And when I did it myself, okay, and I totally get what you're saying, feel. I totally understand why what you're saying and why you feel that it is not important. I felt it too, right? But I'll tell you something. When I did it myself, it was an eye opener. So whether this business happens for you or not, that is secondary. But let me tell you one thing. Once you do this exercise, you will understand where do you stand in life? Where are you headed? Are you crawling? Is there a need for you to walk? Is there a need for you to run? Where do you stand? What all do you have to achieve? Because you think of all the things that we want to do, but we never pen it down. And when you do that, you will realize that, oh my God, what have I been doing? At least I felt it, that what have I been doing throughout my life? So see, individuals, there is no guarantee about whether the business will happen or not. See, take back approach, posture. But do this exercise, at least you would know whether you want to do anything more in your life or not. So don't think twice, just do it. Plus, I am here na. मैं हूँ ना. In Hindi we say it. मैं हूँ. I am there for you. So all of you need to become Shah Rukh Khan. What do you want to become? All of you have to become Shah Rukh Khan. I am a Shah Rukh Khan. See, SRK. I've decided to become one. मैं हूँ ना. Speak from your heart. So please, I am here now. And मैं हूँ ना. I am there is from info to sign up. And after sign up also. I will help you write it. You start writing. You get stuck somewhere. You pick up the phone, call me. I'll help you out. Yeah, don't worry. I've also done it. Just do it. Trust me. And whenever you get stuck, you call me. What have you done? You have just closed a person. You somewhere have just bought their trust. If they end up doing this exercise now, somewhere they have started building that trust on you. You've taken the first step towards closure. Now they will start listening to it. And when they do this exercise, they will love it. Because now when they do it, they'll do it with a different intent. The intent that you place in their head. So what will happen now? When they do this with this intent, They feel, oh my God, Swetha was right. This is amazing. This is a beautiful exercise. This is outstanding exercise. So somewhere they start believing you. And the moment they start believing you, the moment they start trusting you, you have just started closing them. It is going to become very easy. So they are going to listen to you now. You understand what I'm saying? But all this will happen only when you have conviction in the whole thing, when you have belief. If you don't have, you will speak like this only. It's protocol. You have to do it. It's just business. You have to do it. Right? See, as an entrepreneur, as a person who's doing this business, you must be absolutely clear about why you want to build this business. Why are you here? Why do you want to build this business? Do you want leverage? Right? You want to build a legacy? Do you want independence? Do you even have a vision beyond your just next rank or next check? Or are you only running for gold rank? The next check that I want to make, the next sapphire rank, and the next platinum. Are you only working for that, or do you even have a purpose? Because trust me, if your why is not strong, your posture will not be there. But if your why is extremely strong, your posture will automatically change and people will be able to see it. Your energy will be different, right? And when you're sitting and talking to those prospects with this posture, with this belief, trust me, the decision of the meeting is going to be in your hands. Always remember this. When your belief is shallow, when your belief is weak, your palm, when you're talking to somebody, your palm will always be like this. You're asking for a sign up. You're desperate. Who asks like this? You know who asks like this. Please give me this sign up. I really want this sign up. Because you got into the business only for that next sign up, for that one check. You don't believe that this business has a potential of giving the freedom of freedom of every aspect, freedom of spending time with your children, freedom of taking care of your parents. You don't believe. So your hand will always be like this, desperate, asking for a sign up. But when your belief is strong, it is deep. You know that business has a potential of giving every single thing. Your palm is always like this, facing downwards. You're offering an opportunity. You're offering an opportunity. Do you realize how powerful you guys are sitting over here? You guys have the power of making absolutely anybody rich. You will go and touch people and you can make them millionaires because you have been given this opportunity. You are sitting here right now. You have an opportunity of touching yourself and making yourself a millionaire. Believe in it. You understand? So when you believe in this, that's how you will talk and they will see it. Right? So from your first line, from your first hello to your last call, your posture will tell your story of certainty. So in your qualifier, if they say, no, I don't want to make this list, I don't want to get my wife, I don't think I can get money. This is okay. I totally get it. When your belief is strong, you will say this line. The rest of them will not. When your belief is strong, you will say, it's okay. I don't think this is the right time for you to do this business. I was exploring to see if you're the right fit, but I feel that you're not the right fit. It's all right. Maybe you need to work a little bit more on yourself. Maybe we'll touch base next time. You will have the confidence to say this. You will have the confidence to reject somebody. This line will communicate confidence. It shows that you're not desperate. You're very sure about what you're doing. You understand? So close yourself first. So there are only two pillars of closing. One is belief and one is knowledge. Belief is the fuel. Okay. Now the question is, where will you get this belief? You might say, Swetha, it's very easy for you to say, believe, believe, believe. You spent 14 years in the business. Yes, absolutely right. But from day one, I believed. You know why? Because the belief comes from the environment, from your association. You must have heard a lot of time that you're an average of 5 people you spend the time with. Now, who are you spending most time with? As an upline, if you have a few people, are you spending most time with your downlines? Or are you spending most time with your uplines? Because when you're spending more time with your upline, because see, welcome session, I don't know how many of you have attended welcome session on repeat. Welcome session is not a intro session. It is a closing session. Please sit in it and sit through the welcome again. Welcome is nothing but closing. If you do every single thing that is being taught in the welcome session, you are closed in the business. You get every single thing from there. Right? It says spend a lot of time with your uplines. Yeah? It says spend a lot of time with your Uplines. 1 second. I've been told something. Are you serious? 30 minutes and I have so much to talk. Okay, sorry. Spend a lot of time with your uplines. So spend. So your belief is your fuel. Right? Now you're spending time with people with doubt, negativity. Your conviction will keep draining every single day. So what do? You get plugged into the system. You spend time with your uplines. You go meet them physically, your mentors, people who are actively building, talk to them. You have so many such sessions, BICC, we sell, system. Why network marketing? You have get that belief from there. See, belief is not something which is built once. I'll go today, I will speak to my upline, I will get the belief. No. This is something that is built every single day. It grows slowly every single day. You have to renew it every single day. Your upline downline will call you, drain you with all the negativity, dump all the negativity on you, and you'll be closed. You'll be close to their negativity. And your belief will drain. What will you do? You will have unrejection. You'll be close to the prospect's negativity. The prospect will say, oh, you know what, this is scam. You'll be close to that thought. But if your belief is strong, what will happen? You will explain why it is not a scam. The prospect will say, oh, you know what, this business is, this business doesn't work. If your belief is not strong, you'll be sold. You'll be closed to that thought. So the only way you change it is through power of association. So next time you feel that, forget it, yaar. VP Sir is also saying, go for physical associations, go for physical, meet people. Zoom, let's face it, yaar. We're sitting on Zoom. I know you're listening to me. It's all technology, superb, great. We're able to connect with everyone, but there is no emotional touch. Right? But if you go and sit with your uplines in a physical association, you sit with them, touch fingers, they say hello to you like this, they give you a hug, you feel as if you belong somewhere. And you feel, I want to tell you everything. When I meet Bijoy and I give him a hug, when I meet Manish and I give him a hug, I feel, oh my God. We spent so much time with VP Sachin in his house, and I felt, oh my God, I really belong. This is my address. This is my home. And when I came back, I was like, okay, all negativity gone, the belief was renewed. So what do? Stay plugged into all these trainings. Keep clarifying, keep removing those thoughts in your head. We're humans, of course. Allow yourself a moment of negativity, but a moment of negativity, not years, not months, not days of negativity. Right? And what's the second pillar of closing? One is belief, and the second is knowledge. See, knowledge is the foundation. Without this, you cannot explain anything, this value proposition of our business. You will not be able to explain it confidently. Now, when you are talking about it, happens in info, it starts from the infos to objection handling. See, a prospect will trust you only when you demonstrate understanding of your knowledge. So you go to buy a car. Okay, or forget that also. You enter a shop, you want to buy some clothes for yourself, you want to buy yourself a cotton shirt, right? And you go and ask the shopkeeper, can you show me some cotton shirts? Can you show me some linen shirts? Now, if they don't understand the difference between cotton and linen, will you buy from that shop? And they start showing you stuff which probably is somewhere in the middle. They say, oh, this is mixed blend. Will you actually go and buy from that shop? No. Why? Because somewhere in your head you will think that the person doesn't understand. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna give me. Maybe it's not genuine product. Maybe this is not this, this is not that. So these thoughts will start running in your head. Happens? So if it is applicable to you, then it is applicable to your prospects also. Now your prospects are asking you questions, but you have no idea. So you pick up the phone, you call up, today, you know what, they asked me out of syllabus question. Which is out of syllabus? Non-IAP question. Out of syllabus ho jata hai, no? I've been taught 20 questions in IAP. I will only memorize those answers. And the prospect is supposed to ask me questions only from there. If they ask me anything out of there, it is out of syllabus. Not happening, sorry. Or we go back to our upline and say, you did not teach me this. You didn't tell me this. You're not training me properly. What is this? Huh? Happens? Yes or no? This is what. And then the upline said, oh, so what did you answer? I didn't know what to say. Thank God at that time I got a call and I hung up. Thank God my child called me and I hung up. I had no answer. right? Why don't you have the answer? Sweethearts, you have decided to be a part of this industry, a direct selling industry, right? You have to prepare yourself. Just the way you prepare yourself for any festival, you go, you buy new clothes, you buy Diwali, you buy diyas, you buy candles, you buy colors, you buy sweets, you prepare yourself. Or on Diwali day, you sit and, oh, I didn't know this had to be done. Oh, is it? Oh, I did not prepare. Then how is Diwali? Oh, lights also. But you said candles only. Not happening, no? So do we do? We prepare ourselves. So you prepare yourself. How do you prepare yourself? You equip yourself with the right knowledge. Knowledge is the foundation. You must know your products. You should know about the company. You should know about the compensation plan, the system, the industry, everything. When someone asks you about network marketing, they say, oh, you know what? Is it a pyramid scheme? Or is it about, oh, is this that Ponzi scheme? You'll be like, oh, really? This is what I've got into. Ponzi scheme. They say, oh, you know what? This is scam. What? Why did you start? Ruchi, why did you start this? Do you know it is scam? What happens? The prospect has done a beautiful job. I think the prospect came and attended my session on closing and has applied it. Prospect has been able to close you beautifully. So Ruchi goes back to the upline. What is this? I don't want to do the calls. You know what? This is a Ponzi scheme. This is pyramid scheme. You know, this is that. There's so much negativity. Blah, 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 blah. All of that. So the prospect did a fantastic job on closing you. But do you know the difference between a pyramid scheme or a Ponzi scheme or legalities? What all the legalities are there? Do you know any of that? No. Why don't you know it? Because you did not acquire that knowledge. You did not read about it. You did not decide to. What did you do? You only did what was asked by your uplines. Go attend the pre-IAP sessions for 1 week. Go attend network marketing, company credentials, this, that. Go attend that. Dream list, name list. It is done. Homework over, done. Okay, show me the money, honey. No, there'll be no honey, there'll be no money. You understand? Because you will not be able to apply any of it. Why can't you apply? Because you did not decide to read the books. You went to charge IAP. I know the trick. IAP leads. Let me tell you a trick that is happening here. You go to ChatGPT, Parable of Pipeline, Chapter 2, write the summary. Beautifully, ChatGPT writes the summary, and then you go and you tell your IAP leads. Yeah, this is what I read. Very smart nowadays. I know everything. I've got cameras installed in your houses. Right? No, you don't do that. Read the books, they're for your knowledge. Right? Go on the company side. How many of you gone to the website? How many of you gone to? I'm not about your virtual office, I'm talking about the company website. Click on every link which is clickable and read about it. Read about it. Okay? But now don't only turn into something called a Gyani Baba. Huh? Only thing that you'll do is acquire knowledge, but no implementation. Only thing you'll do acquire knowledge, then it'll be verbal diarrhea. Then you will go and tell everything to the prospect. Why? Because you have knowledge. So I have to tell everything to the prospect. I will do OM, FM, GM, everything in info call only. No, not required. Why? Because Swetha said acquire knowledge. Yes, I did say acquire knowledge, but I did not say start using every single knowledge on the prospect. You need to have confidence. You need to acquire the knowledge for yourself so that you are able to instill that belief in yourself. You know that you're in the right place. So that when they ask you the question, you're prepared with an answer. Why are you prepared with an answer? Because you just know what is the right answer. You know the facts. You understand? Where do you acquire this knowledge and all of this? You go and attend VCon, you attend BI. You attend every single training. It will inject the understanding in you. So next time when you go and tell your upline, I just went to VCon now. Why do I need to go to BI? You need to. Because when you are sitting in an IIP, and you see on the left, you see a few faces, you see on the right, you see a few faces, and those same faces are standing on the stage and they're sharing. You know, you will come and can ask yourself, what is it that that person did and which I didn't do? Why has that person turned into a player, is on the stage, and I'm still sitting here as a spectator clapping for the person? Because you do not work on your belief, you do not acquire the right knowledge. See, without the right knowledge, you know what will happen? All your confidence about the business, it will depend on emotion. It will depend on emotion. With knowledge, your confidence will stand on facts. You understand? So when they say something to you, you will not get emotional, you will not get angry, you will not get offended. Happens? The moment they say something, you get angry, you get offended, you take it to the heart, they say no to you, take it to the heart. Because everything is backed by emotion. But when you have knowledge, you will stay extremely calm, very clear in your response, very credible information you will give because you have the right facts. And when they say no, it will not hurt you. You say, okay, because you just closed the person for a yes or a no. So both belief and knowledge are extremely important for you to grow. And this combination is what will make your closing effortless. With me? So please go back, and when you start saying no to all the events, you're making a mistake. What are you doing? Bel mujhe maar. What are you doing? You can say it in your respective places. Bel mujhe maar. Vietnam team, please say that. Right? Sorry for that. With me? So please go to all the events. Attend all the trainings from the knowledge perspective, not as a task or a homework. Read those books not from ChatGPT summary, but please read them for your own knowledge. You guys are not sellers here. Please understand. You are not selling anything in here. Leaders don't sell. And each one of you is a leader. You're leading an organization, or you're here so that you can lead something. Right? Your job is not to push a product. Your job is to guide a person to a solution. A lot of people come and tell me, I've done DRs, I've done DRs, I've done that, but I don't have a team. Now, I need you guys to think. You know why you don't have a team? You've done so many DRs, but you don't have a team. Because the way you are looking at a prospect, you're only thinking of units. You're only thinking of BV. All you can see from, you don't see the beautiful face of the prospect. You know what it is replaced with? It is replaced with a dollar sign. Now, imagine me sitting here with a dollar sign on my face. That is how you look at it. Huh? You're drooling. The moment you see a prospect, you're drooling. One more person. Come, let me hunt the person. No. That's not how you look at a prospect. Right? They are not someone you have to hunt. Next person, I'm going to hunt him down. Oh. So you look at a prospect, stop looking at them as a DR, just as a BB. You will never be able to retain. So you know what will happen to your team? There's something called a diarrhea syndrome. You will keep signing up people, but people will keep switching off. Because they can sense it. There is no heart in the way you're building. You know how you build? You have to start thinking about your goal. What is the problem they're trying to solve? Try and find the prospect, try and find their PMF, the primary motivating factor. Are they looking for extra income? When you're talking to them, speak to them agendaless. Try when in that entire conversation, don't try and just push your information. I started my business, it was 4 to 5 crore. No, don't rattle off. Speak to them with a lot of empathy. Try and genuinely understand what is it they're trying to solve in their life. What are they trying to achieve in their life? Are they looking for extra income? Are they looking for time flexibility, probably recognition? What is the purpose? Just try and find what they're trying to do. Your role is actually to connect to their goal as a prospect and also as an IR. Right? So you will start behaving like a salesperson. I've done DR, I've done DR, I've done DR. But when you're doing DR and they are not working eventually, you have signed them up, but they're not doing anything. I'm sorry, you're behaving like a salesperson. You're just selling. And our business is not just about selling. You're not a salesperson. You are here to help somebody grow, achieve freedom, build their goals, help them. You're here to build together. So trust me, they can sense it. After sign up or before sign up, they can sense it that you're just trying to sign them up. And they can also sense whether you genuinely want to be with them to help them. So I'll just say one thing. All of your uplines and all of your downlines. But if your uplines pick up the phone and they tell you, Karma, why haven't you done your 5 calls today? By tomorrow, I want it to be done. I know you might not like this tone. But please say thank you to God that you have an upline who's trying to push you to do this because they genuinely believe in your goals and they want you to become financially free. If your upline stops calling you, if your upline starts saying okay to everything because you have started reacting, you need to look internally, where have I gone wrong? Because then the uplines have actually have to thought, okay, fine, they don't need my help. You have closed your uplines. You understand? So closing is not just about selling that one or getting that one DR. It is about system creation. The amount of trust you have to build, that what, they should pick up the phone and they should call you and they should say, Jayashree, I'm done with this meeting. It was a beautiful meeting with Swetha. Say Swetha was a presenter. But Jayashree, I want to ask you, does this business really work? When they start talking to you like this, which means they've started trusting you. So you'll be able to close. Jayashree, you're there now. You'll be able to help out now. Jayashree, what should I do? No, I actually want to talk to you, Jayashree. I don't want to talk to Swetha. Tell me, Jayashree. So what have you just done? You have sent out a vibe to them that I am there for you. I am here. So this business is, see, this our entire business is emotional, guys. There is barely any logic. There's 97% emotion. I would say 3% logic in this entire model. And this is all about relationship. And the most powerful line in a relationship and in closing is very simple, which I've been saying and repeating. It is, I am with you. Main hoon na. I'm here now. Don't worry. I'm there now. Don't worry. This sentence, this one sentence alone can remove all the fear. It is more powerful than all the 3 meetings. It is more powerful than any slide, any document, anything. The power, the PPTs, the numbers, they're all logic. They help you build understanding. But emotion, your empathy, that will build the action. So today, if I tell you guys, what, I am there with you. I am there. Just believe me, I'm there. I will hold your hand and I'll take you to the finish line. Just believe me. But do what you don't want to do. You want a miracle to happen? Start doing something that you've been avoiding to do. You've been avoiding to pick up the phone and call your upline, call your upline. You've been avoiding to pick up the phone and speak your heart out, speak your heart out. You've been avoiding to pick up that phone because you're scared, pick up the phone and start doing. You want miracles to happen, you got to do what you have been avoiding to do. When you speak like this, people will feel understood and supported, and the decision will be faster. But when they will sense only logic, facts, they will keep postponing because they know you're trying to make a sale. So close with empathy. Show that you care about their dreams as much as you care about your own growth. Please understand, when you're building this business, you're creating a partnership. You're not doing a transaction. So keep your heart on your sleeve. I don't want to emphasize too much on objections, but I'll tell you what, I want to tell you some things about the objections that come usually after every meeting. See, every single objection that you get, be it the products are limited, I think the product's expensive, do we have to bring people, I can't talk to people. These are the usual objections that no, I don't think in networking you can make money. I want to, I think I want to build a different business. Maybe we'll discuss it later. Anything, any such questions. How will I do it? Is it even possible? Right? Why so much money? Any such objection that you get. But do you know what is hidden behind every single objection? Behind every single objection, there is only one feeling that is hidden from the prospect's end, which is, can I do it? It is, can I do it? So don't focus on the objection, focus on the feeling behind the objection. See, when you understand that particular objection that you're getting, it'll stop being frustrating for you. It'll stop being frustrating. You will not be scared of that objection. You will not be like, oh God, again this objection. You won't feel like that. Rather, that particular objection will actually become your opportunity to reassure that person. Right? And this is where you feel self-confident again come. I understand how you feel. I felt exactly the same way initially. But you know what I found when I started the business? This is how you start with every objection. Products are limited. I get it. I totally understand what you're feeling, yeah. But I'll tell you something. I also feel exactly the same thing. But see, understand, it is an e-commerce business, buddy. Use these words, buddy. These are e-commerce. It's an e-commerce business, na, Baba? Right? So every company evolves, company grows. Look at Amazon. It started with books. So now what are you doing? Empathy with facts. Empathy with facts. Tone with facts. Posture with facts. Knowledge with facts. Right? So look at Amazon. It started, what did it start with books? Look at it right now. They have so many such product range, right? That's exactly how our business also is. It's an e-commerce site, isn't it? Products will keep coming and going depending upon the demand and supply. So kya? Plus, don't worry, Baba. I'm here now. I'll teach you everything. I'm here now. Right? We have to bring people. This is a chain business. Of course. I'll tell you something. I totally understand what you're feeling. When I started, I felt exactly the same way because I also had some very, very, so be as honest as possible. Let them feel you. Okay? I totally get it. I understand. I felt exactly the same way. But tell me one thing, buddy. It's bata. What are you doing in any business? Aren't you bringing customers in any business? Every business needs customers, yes or no? Right? And you are working for somebody else. They also need customers, whether they need customers in the form of clients, whether they need customers in the form of vendors, B2B, B2C, but they need customers to run their organization, yes or no? See, you have to ask yourself a simple question, buddy. Do you want to build a network for yourself or do you want to build it for your employer? See, at least here in this business, when you're doing it for yourself, you're creating leverage. And can I tell you something? Why I started? Because of the legacy. Whether you do a traditional business or not, there's no guarantee that your kids will do it. There's no guarantee that it'll work or not. There's no guarantee whether you create a leverage there or not. But here in this business, I'll tell you what. Today I'm here, I'm making the money. God forbid tomorrow something happens to me, my children will start making the money. Understand this. That's what I saw. And that's what I want you to see in this business. This was my reason to get started here. So how does it matter? Something that we have been doing, something that we have been doing for somebody else, let's do it for ourselves now. And I've been here for so many years and I've seen it happen. I've seen it grow. So why are you stressing? I am here now. I'm here with you. No, I will tell you what to do. Chill. Let's get started, buddy. Don't think too much. You see the change in my voice? You see the change in my voice? Don't be like, I'm the businessman. See, who do you work for? Tell me. You are working. See, the same thing. Okay. See, you are also working in a job. There also you are creating a network. What are you doing? Aren't you creating a network? So stop blaming and pointing a finger. Don't try to shame them. Aren't you going and doing the same thing for the company? Whether you're getting them the client, whether you're getting them a network. Now do it for yourself. Why are you doing for your employer? Isn't it? That's what you do, na? This is how we try and handle conversations. No. You were very assertive. In my the first way, what did I do? Lot of empathy, lot of emotion. I am with you. That's how you close. And so on and so forth. Right? I'm not going to cover all objections. But this is the premise of handling every single objection. Okay? One very important fact that I want to give you, but hello, VC. Okay, hang on. Okay, I have 5 minutes left for my module. All right. One important thing that I want to tell you guys, something that already touched based upon, although. See, please understand, do not delay your decisions unnecessarily. Okay? Don't delay your decisions. Make sure they're time bound. Very, very, very important. Make sure that they are time bound. Because it will help you move on to the next person. So you have to ask for closing. It has to be structured, it has to be time bound. But try and close in the meeting itself. In the GM, ideally between the goal meeting and between the onboarding. Try and answer all the questions in that phase itself. So that when they come for the onboarding meeting, they come prepared. They come prepared with whatever, credit card, money, whatever they have to be in whatever way or form. Okay? So give them, so in the goal meeting itself, you should ideally fix a time for onboarding meeting. Or if you feel it'll take them a little time to arrange funds, fix a time still. Say I took a meeting on Sunday, say for example, right? Sunday is when I took a session, a goal meeting. Fix a time for Tuesday. Okay, 48 hours. Now, whether the Tuesday the onboarding meeting happens or a pre-onboarding meeting happens, either way, fix a time. Why are we doing this? Because now in their head, in the prospect's head, they are also bound by time. So they, instead of just dropping it, I'll let you know, instead of closing at that, you have just fixed a time. So in their head, they know that, okay, you know what, on Tuesday at 7 p.m., I have to meet Swetha again. So what will they do? They will call Bharat. Acha, Bharat, tell me now what to do. So they start thinking about it. They are also now putting some thoughts to it. They will ask questions, they will come up with thoughts, they'll come up, write down all their questions. And on Tuesday, they might not come prepared with money, but at least they will come prepared with questions at least. So your objection handling is taken care of. So your closing is happening. You understand? And then in that meeting, you set up the time for onboarding meeting. So everything is time bound now. But more than all of this, it's very important that you need to be prepared for closing. The question is, when you set up a plan, are you prepared for a closing? Are you mentally prepared for a sign up? Ask yourself. You usually, and tell me how many of you agree with me, usually we decide on the placement of the person, the BV allocation, what products we have to buy, combination of products and everything. We usually decide it only for the before the onboarding meeting. Yes or no? Yes or no? Why? Why are you deciding before the onboarding meeting? Why not in the very first meeting? So somewhere in your head, you are putting this energy that, you know what, the person might sign up, might not sign up. If they reach the onboarding meeting, after goal meeting, then probably I will prepare myself for a sign up. No, put this energy out. Put this energy out that, you know what, every single person in our meeting is going to be a sign up. Prepare yourself, know the placement, BB allocation, where, how, talk to your upline. And if your upline says, Arey, it's okay, na, let the onboarding happen, we'll decide it then. You say, no, I want to decide it right now. Pester your upline. Your uplines are going to kill me now. Please do that. Do that. Tell them, no, I want to be prepared. So in your heart, start believing that I'm going to get this sign up, I'm going to get this sign up, I'm going to get this sign up. It is okay, it will work. See, law of averages and averages is working. Correct? Have that faith, have that belief in it. So when you start believing, you know what will happen? The prospect might or might not sign up immediately. It is okay. You've heard this 1,000 times. There's nothing called a rejection in our business. It is called a delayed sign up. Okay? It is fine, but be prepared. Yeah? I'm asking for a little bit more time for my service. Yeah? So be prepared. Now, if they start avoiding you, please don't take it to the heart. It is okay. Don't get closed by the prospect. Send a simple closure message. Thank them for their time. Let them know that you are still available. Tell them that if they're ready later, you will be there for them. Tell them it was just another opportunity. No worries. So remove the awkwardness. Don't get in your, oh, see, the person stopped calling me, stop responding. You know what happens? Don't back everything by emotion. Remember what we spoke? When you are not, when your belief is not strong, when your knowledge is not there, everything is emotion. What is this nonsense? The person is not picking my phone. What is this? What is wrong with that? I got very angry with the prospect. No, no need. Send a beautiful, you know what? You become so logical that you pick up the phone and you call your upline and say, can you give me a format for the closure message? Why? Why do you need a format for the closure message? We have created processes and processes and processes on closure messages. Why? Write from your heart. Say, you know what? What about Chavi? I totally understand. This was an opportunity. I totally get it. But like, I want to tell you something that you're extremely important to me. Okay. And I really, really value our friendship. So please don't let any awkwardness come between us. It was just another opportunity. No big deal. If you feel that this is not the right time for you to do it, I totally understand. But you don't need to avoid my calls. All I want to tell you, nothing changes between us. So when you feel okay to talk, I am right there for you. It was just another opportunity. No big deal. Opportunities come and go. But nothing is going to change between us. So let me know when you are comfortable to talk. Just send this message out. And you just close from your end. What have you done? You just showed posture. Posture is power. Do not chase. You're not a collector of signups. Right? Address issues. Back them, bring them back to their goals. And if they don't sign up, as I said, don't take it personally. Keep them in your KIV. Keep in view. Keep in view. Stay in touch with them. Birthday messages, whatever, festival messages, keep sending. So no today often becomes a yes later. Always remember that. And plus understand, your law of averages is working. You might get like 50 rejections today, right? But you might just say, for example, and by the way, everybody has a different law of averages. So just don't go by the book 5:1. It could be 5:1, it could be 8:1, it could be 10:1. As an individual, there are a lot of factors at play. So if your law of, say for example, your law of averages is 10:1. So every 10 plan that you show, you get 1 sign up. Okay, superb. You show 100 plans, you will get 10 partners. Khalas. You were looking at 15. For BI Bonanza, you need 15 signups. Show 150 plans. So don't overanalyze the rejections. It's law of averages working. So it might be possible you'll get 50 rejections together. But after that, you'll get 10:1. You get 5 signups together. They might just get accumulated together. It is fine. So every no is just a step closer to a yes. But what do? Don't drop the ball. Oh, one rejection, drop the ball, emotion. One rejection, drop the ball, emotion. So don't overanalyze. You better keep going. You don't want to wait. Some people say, oh, let me first learn the plan very well. Don't become an expert in anything. Keep showing your plans. Yesterday, there was this one particular IR who was talking to Shantanu, and I overheard the conversation. And they said, he said that, the more plans that I'm showing, my belief is slowly growing in the business. Now I feel that, yes, it is going to be possible. So show your plans. That's how good you become. There's something called a law of consequence. Basically, success always in the business, it always follows something called a law of consequence. It's very simple. It says, the more you play the game, the more you win. So more you play the game, more you win. And the more you win, the better you play. I'll repeat it for you. The more you play the game, more you win. And more you win, the better you play. So the only way you can play the game is by, what is your game? Your game is to show the plans. Your game is to show the plans. So keep showing the plans, keep showing the plans, keep showing the plans. Law of averages is working, you get a sign up. Keep showing the plan, keep showing the plan, keep showing the law of averages working, you get your rejections. Keep showing the plan, keep showing the law of averages work, you get your sign up. Every time you show the plan, you become better and better and better and better. Understand? So remember this. And the only way it can happen for you, stay in association, stay in touch. Ask for closures. Don't be scared. I want you guys to see a small video. Avi, can we have a video, please?
अरे वाह, पता है बड़ा डैशिंग लग रहा है तू आज।
थैंक्स, बट मैंने नहीं पूछना।
छोटी सी चीज तो बोल रहा हूँ पूछने को, मतलब।
हाँ तो छोटी सी चीज है तो तू ही पूछ लेना, मतलब।
एक्सक्यूज मी अंकल जी, कैन आई प्लीज गेट अ लिफ्ट टिल विक्टोरिया होटल? यस, बोला।
भाई पूछने में क्या जाता है?
सुनो, डॉग्स आर मैन्स बेस्ट फ्रेंड्स। पूछ।
ओके, बैठ के बात करें। कमाल है। देख यार, हम ना यहाँ बहुत दूर से आए हैं और तुम्हारे देश के सुपरस्टार का ऑटोग्राफ लिए बगैर इंडिया चले गए तो डॉली गुस्सा हो जाएगी यार। देख, अंदर जाएंगे, ऑटोग्राफ लेके आ जाएंगे। हाँ, सिर्फ 5 मिनट। नहीं, अच्छा 4 मिनट। मदर प्रॉमिस। ओ तेरी, मान गए यार।
भाई पूछने में क्या जाता है?
निखिल गाड़ी की चाबी कहाँ है? चाबी।
यार इतनी जल्दी कहाँ जा रही हो?
अरे यार बड़ी मुश्किल से जेनी के साथ हेयर कट का अपॉइंटमेंट मिला। पिछली बार किसी और ने काटा था तो याद है ना क्या हुआ था? पूरे 2 इंच काट दिए थे। इरिटेटिंग। अच्छा बताओ, इतना काटूं कि इतना?
1 मिनट। हाँ। इतना।
तुम्हारा गला काट दूं?
देखा, पूछने में क्या जाता है।
You understand? पूछने में क्या जाता है? So ask, what do you want to do? Right? Instead of thinking all the stars in your head, right? Ask. So don't keep delaying. Ask. So what is real closing? Okay. See, real closing is not about transactions. It's actually about transformation. What am I trying to do today with you guys? I'm trying to close you. Because closing never stops. It actually moves on even after a sign up. I'm trying to close you on belief. I'm trying to tell you that, you know what, look at my conviction, see how powerful this business is. I'm trying to close you on that. Right? I'm trying to close you on the thought that, you know what, this is one business which has the power, which has the potential of actually transforming lives, not just yours, but every other person, millions and millions of people. So, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to close you. It's not about signing up. The closing is all about helping someone believing in themselves, believe in the dreams, believe in your own potential. A lot of people come and say, Swetha, you see potential in me, but I don't see the. I want you to believe me. I can see the potential in you. See, every single time you close a person, you're creating an impact which is beyond just the BB numbers, beyond just units. You know what you're doing every single time you sign up somebody? You're changing a family's future. You are giving them an opportunity to completely take control of their time, to get that freedom that they always wanted, to live with choice. But you know, this will happen only when you yourself are convinced. This will happen only when your belief in this business is strong. You will not be able to close people if your own mind is still full of doubts. So please be fully close to your vision. Operate from belief. Don't operate from need. Speak from conviction, not from desperation. See, when you are internally closed, when you know that this business really, really works, that this system works for you, the uplines are that for you, that you work, closing is very natural. It's just your other skin, it's just the skin. Your role is not to chase signups. Your role is to build leaders. You're not here to sell products, you're here to build systems. You know, honestly, you're not closing people, you're actually opening possibilities. Okay? So go back today. Make sure that your posture, your words, your energy, your belief, they reflect a leader who is already closed. Because when you are closed, the world will automatically say yes. All right? So thank you so much for your time. I hope I've been able to close at least a few hundred of you here. And I'll see you all in BI. So let's go build, let's go close, and let's go max out. All right? So thank you so much for your time, guys. Bye-bye.